Well, good morning. Today is Wednesday, June 6th, and today, whoa, well, he came close. Today is Wednesday, June 6th. Today is Danny and Shannon's third anniversary. They've been married 3 years today. Reminds me of a story. At their shower, you always plan your wedding showers a couple months or so ahead of time. And when we were planning the shower, I told them that I would make the cake. I would not make the cake. I would buy the cake, as part of my contribution towards the what do you call it? The party, and then I would order it and everything. Don't worry about it. And then Shannon's mom and I split the cost of the party, and so I'd given her the money for the party or the shower, whatever you want to call it. And so we get to and it was going to be a surprise shower. That was it, because Danny and Shannon didn't know that we were giving them a shower. We were having it at one of their favorite restaurants. And so it was going to be a surprise. It was all secret. And my family came in from out of town for the shower, but they had told Danny that, because we had seen them on Friday night for family dinner. And what we had told them is that they were on their way to Ohio for a family wedding on their mother's side of the family. And so that's why they were there. So they wouldn't wonder why they were at the shower, because it was going to be a surprise. So we get to the shower and everybody's there. We're all sitting around, and Denise is taking pictures, because Denise is our official photographer. And she was taking pictures of everybody. And then Shannon's girlfriend, who was was going to be the godmother, was taking pictures too. And so then she went up to Denise and she said, well, I wanted to get a picture of the cake. Where's the cake? And so she says, well, I don't know, let me ask Sandy. So she came and she asked me, and she says, where's the cake? And I went, oh, fudge. Although I didn't say fudge. If you know what movie I'm talking about, I didn't say fudge. I said, I was supposed to order the cake. So what is it? Was it a Saturday or a Sunday? I think it was a Saturday, but it was later in the day, and bakeries were closed and that. And so I called my favorite bakery, the one with my turtle cake, and I got a hold of a lady, and I said, I know it's late and I know it's very last minute, but I need a sheet cake, and I need it to say, congratulations, Dan and Shannon. And she says, okay, when will you need it? And I go, now. She says, oh. She says, well, what kind would you want? And I said, at this point, I'll take whatever you have. So she said, oh, well, we do have a marble cake. And I go, that's perfect. That's just perfect. And she says, when do you want to pick it up? And I go, well, I'm 5 minutes away. Is that too soon? So she said, no, we can write it real quick, but we do close in 15 minutes. And I said, I will be there. I will be there. So Mary drove me then, and Denise was trying to distract them. So I got to the bakery just before it closed. Yeah, they had made the cake. It was a beautiful cake. And I tend to think, obviously, that they have cakes in the refrigerator that they just kind of, just in case. And so then we were beating it like the bandwagon to get back to the party before Shannon and Danny showed up. And as we're pulling into the parking lot, who's pulling into the parking lot? Danny and Shannon. But they didn't see us. And so I told Mary, I says, pull me up to the door and then get away as fast as you can, so don't let her see you. And so she said, oh, okay. So then I got into the shower, put the cake down, and as Mary was getting out of her car, because the parking was really hard to find in that parking lot, who pulls up next to her but Danny and Shannon? And they look at her and they go, what are you doing here? Well, Mary is really quick on her feet. She says, oh my gosh, what are you doing here? And she said, well, we're coming here, we're meeting some friends. We're going to go out for the night. And Mary says, oh, I'm meeting my girlfriend Sharon, which they know Sharon because that was her childhood friend. She says, yeah, I'm meeting Sharon, and then we're going to go to the show. And they go, oh, okay, well, let's walk in together. So they walked in together, and then we went, surprise! And they never knew. And even while I was there, Danny likes carrot cakes. I bought a small little groom cake, father of the baby cake, of carrot cake, and so they were none the wiser. Well, we did eventually tell them, but anyway. So anyway, I gotta get moving here because I have to get my walk in, and I gotta get home and take a shower, and then I'm gonna walk up to the school because today is Alyssa's 5th grade graduation, and then she's on to middle school, and then before you know it, she's in high school and then graduating. David's graduating next year. It's just they're growing up too fast. They're just growing up too fast. But I know that somebody was telling me yesterday that my sound was low. I noticed that on my editing, that when I was in the kitchen, that for some reason my phone wasn't adding up right. It wasn't sounding right. So I hope I talk a little bit louder today. I've never been accused of being quiet. So, okay, let's go for our walk, and then let's get on with our day, and I'll talk a little bit more. I'll try to talk louder. Okay, while I was editing this video, I realized that I said that it was Shannon's the friend was going to be the godmother. I meant to say mother, my mother of the bride. No, the maid of honor, not the godmother. That's for a baptism. This was for a wedding. She was the maid of honor. Okay, you can all stop saying, Sandy, do you say? Are you really sure you meant godmother? Don't you mean maid of honor? You're right. I meant maid of honor. Okay, another beautiful walk. Another beautiful walk. I saw my dogs that I like. There's a couple dogs that I like along the route. They were with their master outside getting ready for their walk. And I talked to Christy, and I talked to my sister-in-law, Barb. Now I got to get in there, take my shower, and get moving because I got to get to Alyssa's graduation. I haven't got time to chit-chat here. No time to chit-chat with the pilot. So let's go take our shower. You are not invited. Sticking with my plan of switching things up. I'm going to have some of the Kodiak Power Cakes and some of the Cracker Barrel sugar-free syrup with some raspberry tea and a banana and an egg. I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water so far. This is the quote that they read at Alyssa's graduation, and I really liked it. Life is like a camera. Focus on what is important. Capture the good times. Develop from the negatives. And if things don't turn out, take another shot. I like that. I had 24 Smart Points, 5 for my half a cup of the Kodiak pancake mix, 1 for a quarter cup of sugar-free syrup, and 0 for my tea, water, banana, and egg. So it's a 6-point breakfast. I have 18 points left. And I'm looking forward to eating this. There's the All-Star. She's going to bat cleanup. In what position are you playing?
Left center. I'm backing up one someone.
You're going to get them all out?
You left center the whole game?
Huh?
You left center the whole game, or you switch out?
I don't know.
You can hit a home run?
Wait.
I watched her.
Okay, Christy's got shorts on. I have a sweatshirt and long pants on.
Because she's got old blood, it's thinning.
No. It's because it's cold out here. Well, it's not as cold as it was at my house.
No,
It's 71.
hold on, we'll go by my app.
We'll go by your app because it was 64.
It's 72.
It was 64 at my house.
72.
It was,
You're lucky I don't have my air on.
oh my gosh. 64 at my house because why?
Because I live by the water.
Because I live by the water. We're way out in the boonies here with her. Sophia's going to look at everyone. She's got a good eye. She's got 2 balls. So.
Is it 2 balls?
Yeah, I think so. Hold on, much before we even hit the point.
Hey, Miranda, you got to take that step.
Balls one strike.
Got to take the step. I ain't got gloves, sir. Oh, okay.
Should that kind of strike?
No, because I got a ball.
Aim at his belt buckle. Focus on his belt buckle. That's better. Always look
Sophia got walk.
Good job.
Well, I had a busy day today. I was busy, 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 busy. I walked to Alyssa's graduation, and it's a good thing because the parking was really bad, and that's not that far from my house anyhow. And Sophia lost her game. I think they lost 4-3, no, 5-3. And Sophia was the last out of the game, and she struck out. And she was called out on strikes, but everybody agreed that it wasn't really a strike, but she started crying. I felt so bad for her. I told her, there's no crying in baseball. But she was a little perturbed that she got struck out because there was people on base and she wanted to bring them home. She almost caught a fly ball. It was the ball hit to right field. She was playing right field, and she had her glove out. It fell in her glove and then fell out. But it was a good effort. Okay, I'm pretty full. That was a big bowl of soup. I could have probably just ate one of the little cups instead of having 2 of them. For some reason, when I was heating them up, they didn't look like it'd be that much. And then when I put them in the bowl, oh my gosh, it was a lot. But you know what? I was hungry, so I ate it. And just gonna look at how nice it is. It's out. It's 8:45 and it's still light outside. I love it. You know, sometimes though in the winter I like because like you can get your pajamas on at 5:30 because it's dark. And who's gonna know? But I like when it's later like this. It just seems, you know, especially since I get up so much earlier now. It's just like it's a long day now. It's really a long day. But I'm not complaining. I love it. So, okay, I'll talk to you guys in the morning.